The campaign season is here, and your vote can make a difference. Comcast brings you the candidates on demand right now.
I'm Jill Horner. This is Candidates on Demand. With me is Henrietta Dwyer. She's the Republican Party candidate for the 13th Congressional District. Thanks so much for being with us.
Oh, thank you for having me, Jill, today.
Talk to us a little bit about the 13th District and the areas that you want to represent.
Well, the 13th District runs from North Bergen, New Jersey, down to Perth Amboy. It runs far west to Woodbridge, Carteret, and it encompasses a wide and diverse area, primarily urban.
Talk to us a little bit about your background.
Well, I have a master's in business administration. I was the marketing director for a prestigious New York University hospital. I know medicine. In addition to that, I worked in the steel industry for many years, so I know business that small businesses face in our district.
So let's get into some of those issues and some of the specific things that you would want to do to address those issues. Let's first start with business. How would sending you to Washington help the business climate?
Well, what it does in changing the Congress, it sends a message. It sets a new tone. It says we're back and we're ready to start getting the economy going again. We need to ignite our economy. We need to restore confidence in our small business communities. The policies coming out of Washington right now, which Albio Ceres has voted for, are destroying small business. They are detrimental to our communities and the people who live there.
Are there specific steps that could be taken in order to increase small business growth and increase jobs?
Well, basically what we really need to do first off is change the tone coming out of Washington. Sending me to Congress changes that tone. It sends the message, we're back and we're ready to get down to job creation.
So in terms of job creation, you mentioned the idea of taxes. Would we need to change the tax structure in any way in order to promote small business growth?
Well, our economy is run on consumer confidence. So the first thing we need to do is generate confidence. This Congress, this administration has done nothing but destroy confidence in the small business community.
Let's focus on healthcare and some of the things that you need to think need to be done in order to change the healthcare system. What do those changes include?
Well, right now we have a system that's currently inefficient, and the new healthcare plan, or I should say bill, does nothing except add 20 million people to a crumbling Medicaid system. In addition to that, it really does the only thing I should say it does is it makes it harder to access health care and harder to pay for it. And that is not improvement in our health care.
So then what changes do need to be made?
Well, first of all, we need to introduce competition into the business community. There's a whole series of other issues we can talk about, but primarily that's what we have to do. We have to insert competition. This bill does nothing to do that. Makes it harder to access health care and harder to pay for.
Let's talk a little bit about why you're running and why you think people should vote for you.
Well, why I'm running is because I look at my neighbors and I'm heartbroken. They've lost their jobs. And quite frankly, when your neighbor loses their job, it's a recession. When you lose your job, it's a depression. What we have to have is, what we need to do is restore jobs. And the road to recovery is sending Albio Ceres home without a job. That's the road to recovery. Albio Ceres losing his job.
And a few seconds left, but why should people vote for you?
Well, they should, if they want to continue the job-killing policies coming out of Washington, then they should vote for Albio Ceres. If they want to hire a MBA to clean up the mess in Washington, they should vote for Henrietta Dwyer.
Thanks so much. We've been talking with Henrietta Dwyer. I'm Jill Horner.